How much does a roof replacement cost in North Georgia?
There's a lot of factors that can come into that. Roof size, obviously how big the roof is, how steep it is, and then also you're looking at expertise, material, and warranties are the big three that defer how much a roof can cost. So it can vary between $5,000 to $500,000. It depends on the material that you're using. If you're looking at asphalt shingles, metal, you can have 3-tab shingles, architectural shingles. You could have screw down metal. You could have standing seam. It's going to have a big change in the price, but also the quality as well. Standing seam metal is going to be the highest. That is a roof that has no screws visible, so it has virtually no way for it to leak. It's going to last longer than most homeowners are going to last. Screw down metal is also a good choice as well. It's a little bit more expensive than asphalt shingles are, for a good reason. It's obviously metal. It's not going to be impacted by branches falling as often, or hail, wind isn't going to affect it near as much.
So one of the reasons why we like to use standing seam over screw down metal is longevity. Standing seam, you're going to have all the screw heads are going to be covered, which allows them to stay in place for a lot longer, which allows it not to, wallow out holes in the wood. With screw down, the metal expands and contracts with the weather. So during the day, you're going to have, the metal's going to expand. It's going to move those screws, and which is going to create a larger hole. And within every 2 to 3 years, you're going to be on that roof retightening screws, replacing screws with dry rotted washers. You're going to even have to go to longer screws at some point. So standing seam is definitely the way to go if you're wanting to have a lot longer lasting roof. I mean, we're talking 50 plus years on a standing seam metal roof versus 20 to 30 years on a screw down metal roof. We actually just had a customer that went with a standing seam over screw down metal after having a claim denied from a previous storm a couple years earlier. What was the convincing factor for that homeowner to choose standing seam over screw down metal?
A big thing for him was deciding they're looking for quality. They have a very large home out in the countryside, so they have a lot of storms, a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and just different things affecting their home. They had an old architectural shingle. It was 20, maybe 30 years old.
Yeah. It was pretty much the granules were just gone.
It was
that thing.
Just destroyed. So they wanted to upgrade the roof. They originally they were just looking, hey, let's just replace the shingles for what they are with new shingles. Then they said, well, what if this is a big property. Let's look at upgrading to metal. What's the cost of metal? So we gave them option for screw down metal. Then we also gave them an option for standing seam, and they were kind of surprised that it was so affordable. And also with that, we helped them finance to get approved. Super low payments for the whole month, and they just got the whole thing paid for. Went from a roof that was leaking with old granulating lost shingles to standing seam, beautiful black that covered almost 100 squares for the property. Yeah. And they love it. I mean, we have pictures on our websites. It looks beautiful. I love that roof. I've actually talked to some of the neighbors at that property, and they've seen it. They saw our sign. They're like, how'd y'all do that big of a roof for something that was so affordable? And it's just one of those conversations that we like to have with homeowners. 3-tab versus architectural. There's really no purpose nowadays to use a 3-tab shingle because the price difference is so close that it's not even worth talking about most of the time. 3-tab shingles, a lot of older homes have them, or a lot of cheaper, newer, new construction have 3-tab shingles. We do install them, but we prefer Owens Corning architectural shingles. Your home, your roof, our promise. We'll take care of you every single time because that's the Rook's way.